After years of grinding, every skill maxed, every quest complete, I did what anyone else would do. Start an Iron Man. The Iron Man journey is ongoing, and quite frankly, never ending. But that account has reached horizons this one never did. At that point, is this account really a main? This isn't a fresh start, this is a comeback story. Welcome to Main Character Energy. We have just 56 mil to our name right now, which is honestly not great, but nevertheless, we are going to invest some GP into purchasing a Tormented Synapse. Now, I previously put in an offer for 29 mil and it did not buy, so we're just going to up the price a little bit here. And that ended up being, what did that end up being? Let's take a look at the history here. That ended up being 29.6 mil. Okay. Previously, we already invested in a Tormented Synapse to turn our Arclight into the Emberlight. Now, I would say that every account needs 2 Tormented Synapses. The third one is really a quality of life thing so that you don't have to convert a Purging Staff and a Scorching Bow back and forth. But one of the Tormented Synapses is always reserved for the Emberlight, as you've already invested Ancient Shards to infuse the Arclight into the Emberlight. So you definitely don't want to revert that. Well, we've invested in a second Tormented Synapse today, and we're going to be making a Purging Staff. We are making our way over to Yama, and especially if we're going to be soloing, the Purging Staff is very, very crucial. We're standing just outside Varrock West Bank right now. There's an anvil over here, and we're going to be making the Purging Staff. Well, I suppose we have to use the Synapse on the anvil. We also have an Iron Bar and a Battle Staff in our inventory, and that makes the Purging Staff. While I have done Yama in the past, it's always been in a melee setup in a duo setting. This time around, I imagine on the grind, I'm going to be soloing quite a fair bit, and as such, I'm going to opt for a mage-only setup in my solos. So here I am decked out in max mage. Well, almost max mage. We're missing the Confliction Gauntlets and the Vernic Treads, but we haven't been to Dumamoka yet, and quite simply, we lack the funds to purchase those upgrades right now. So that's a thing for another day. Nevertheless, in our inventory here, we also have the Tunic and Shadow. We do have the Emberlight for the melee switch to deal with the name escapes me right now, but when you get teleported out of the arena, there's that little phase. You do have to use 2 different attack styles. And then we also have the Accursed Scepter as a mage defense reducing weapon. The rest of the inventory is just stuff to get there. We are on Arceus, so we're going to be using Mark of Darkness and Demon main spells, as well as Thralls. And then we also have food and potions. We've made it to Yama, just talked to the NPCs to get some dialogue going, and we can officially start doing the boss now. You can see here in the collection log 0 KC and obviously 0 items. So let's get started here. Like I said before, I haven't soloed before, so we're just going to see how this goes. I did watch a video or two and ask some clanmates with some experience, but I really didn't spend too much time, so let's just get to it. That's weird timing there. Ouch. Okay, I have the general idea of what I need to do, but I'm just, a little slow right now. But hey, Yama Adept, he's 604. We would have got an Elite Scroll Box. We get some blood runes for our efforts. Okay, that was not great. But we got another KC. That was actually slower. Barrel of Demonic Tallow. That's a collection log. That's used for Surging Potions. What are we getting? Another collection log. The Chasm Teleport Scroll. 6 of them. Okay. Getting better, getting better. Oh, a new PB? By like 30 seconds too. And another Barrel of Demonic Tallow. We're up to 5 KC now. A few KCs in now, and we're getting a little bit better, but still a ways away. As of right now, looking ahead at contracts is not looking too good right now, but with enough practice, we're going to get comfortable with solo Yama, and then hopefully some of it translates to doing the contracts. Nevertheless, here we are with some slight adjustments to our setup, and I do mean slight. I was informed by a clanmate that the Judge of Yama is actually not weak to Demon Bane, so a Grazi Rapier is actually going to be a better option for me than the Emberlight. And also, we're going to bring the Drahman Staff instead of a Lunar Staff, because so far, every time I die, I seem to lose the Lunar Staff, but I'm pretty sure the Drahman Staff is kept on death. At the very least, it's in my gravestone. The Lunar Staff just gets, I don't know, banished to the Shadow Realm or something. And yes, I still have to use a Drahman Staff to use Fairy Rings, and that's simply because I don't have Mage Training Arena done on this account. I actually have all of Lumbridge Elite complete, but because I don't have Lumbridge Hard done, I don't get the benefits. Oh boy, 40k fire runes. What a drop. Rune Chain Body, 8 of them. At least the loot is kind of big, you know, because like typically in a duo you would get maybe like anywhere between 3 to 5 depending on your DPS. More tallow, oh boy. This might just be the longest P3 ever. That was like 2.5 minutes. Okay, I got a combat achievement out of it. I'm not even sure which one that is. And we get a supply drop. Back so soon? Let's go ahead. We're currently only 2 out of 11. Honestly, if we were doing a lot of these, we would get for free. But back so soon is defeat Yama without the judge being attacked with the wrong style and without taking more than 1 instance of damage each time you are exiled from the arena. Yeah, I'm surprised that took so long to do that one, actually. But hey, we got it done. 2 out of 11 on the combat achievements. It might be a mistake. But I'm not leaving. Oh, I should have left. I should have left. Okay, 18 KC in, we get a dossier. What are we going to get? This could be the double death charge, if I recall correctly. Potential. Instead, we get a contract of shard acquisition. This particular contract isn't very useful for us, but I guess we'll take it. Better than nothing. We got the collection log. Hopefully the next one, we either get one of the contracts we need for Radiant Oathplate, or we get the Rite of Vile... I don't know what it's called. Let me look it up. Rite of Vile Transference. That is the scroll that is going to enable us to get double death charge. Ooh, back-to-back dossiers. Rite of Vile Transference, perhaps? Perhaps? Nope, we get 17 Chasm Teleports. Wow. That's probably actually worth a decent amount of GP. 807k. Alright, I've tried my hand at solo Yama, and I get the gist of it now, but in terms of doing a long-term grind, trying to get some oath plate, and even the double death charge, which we still haven't got our hands on yet, I want to do duos, to be honest. It just is more fun that way, and it's quicker. So I'm going to be duoing with Me No Lucky here, and maybe in the future some other people as well. But for this session right now, the good old maxed UIM. Okay, I was supposed to join on him. Good start. Alright, here we go. P3, we're going to be dono flying. It's been a while since I did it, so hopefully this goes well. Lost 6. Okay, that wasn't perfect, but not too bad. And right away we got a new PB because, well, whether you solo or duo is the same time. There's no separate trackers. We get a dossier. And more Chasm Teleports, 16 of them. Very nice, very nice. Got a combat achievement out of it too, Firefighter. 20 rubies. Alright, another combat task, Yama Speed Trialist. Yama Speed Chaser, another one. We're zooming. We got ourselves some more teleport scrolls too. Very clean, very clean. Oh my god, this is it. 20 battle staves. Ooh, 7 Oathplate shards. That is our first. Obviously with a collection log. I don't know why I said it like that. But there we go. I'm rich. Ooh, another dossier. We're printing them. And we get 3 Divine Severance contracts. Now those or one of the contracts for the Radiant Oath Plate. And I believe it's actually one of the harder ones too, so that's a good contract to get. A new PB, 241. And we got some Onyx Bolt Tips. Ooh, Forgotten Lockbox, another collection log. What are we gonna get out of it though? No way, no way, no way. Oath Plate legs! Yes! Just like that. You know, I've never actually gotten a Oath Plate piece out of the Forgotten Lockbox before. It is really quite rare. But the funny thing about that is, on release, I had a lot of clanmates that got pieces out of the lockbox. So we were under the impression that once you got a lockbox, it was actually pretty common. But that's not the case. Oath Plate legs acquired. 2 more pieces to go. And that was KC39. We did about 23 solos, so that was 16 duos for what it's worth. No back-to-back, unfortunately. Another new PB, 236. Oath Plate shards. You know, I do get baited by the gold loot beam that it drops because it's worth so much. It's worth like 1.3 mil pretty much. Ooh, Yama veteran. That is 50 KC. That really crept up on me. But another combat achievement done. 52 KC. Dossier. Contract of shard acquisition. Again, that was our first contract we ever got on this account actually. And I highly doubt I have the capabilities of actually doing said contract, but just selling the contract itself is worth a cool 5 to 6 mil, I think. 83 Onyx Bolt Tips, that's actually pretty big money. 671k. Okay, in the previous clip, I don't know if I captured it properly, but basically, me and my teammate were dono flying, and we just finished the KC. I turned my camera towards the loot, waiting for the loot to show up, and then I turned back around, and I don't see my teammate. And I was wondering what was happening. Well, turns out, he got 6-hour logged right at the end of the boss. Forgotten Lockbox number 2. No way we get another Oath Plate. Oh wait, we both got Forgotten Lockboxes. I got Dragon Plate legs. He seemed to have gotten 14 Oath Plate shards. Baited by the Oath Plate shards again. 1.1 mil. 7 Oath Plate shards. 1 more than the last time. Another day, another Yama session, different duo partner. First KC was quite slow, but hey, we got it done. Diabolic worms to open up the day. Ooh, a new Yama PB, 232. I still need to go for the Grandmaster time, which is over a period of 4 KCs, I believe. So we'll see how that goes. 232. Oath Plate shards, 5 of them. Wow. Well, that was a 20+ minute trip. I ran out of... Oh my... Oath Plate chest, 93 KC. Put it right on. Sheesh. What? You don't even need it. You already have one. Wow, I just Iron Man the top and legs. Let's go. So now at 93 KC, we have the Oath Plate chest and legs. And the current setup we're in with the Torva helmet is actually best in slot in a lot of places. It's safe to say we have been super spooned, especially since the Oath Plate legs came from our first Forgotten Lockbox. Getting any item out of the Forgotten Lockboxes is actually incredibly rare. We're going to continue the grind here, but one more note. We still don't have double death charge, so pretty interesting situation right now. What are we getting? Can we get the back-to-back? Oath Plate shards, you know, I almost thought. Oh, a new PB, 231. 6 Oath Plate shards. Wow, we're printing shards right now. Oh my god, huge hits right now. Holy. Holy, that was insane. What the? 220? Just past 100 Yama KC. Ever since we transitioned to doing duos, it's been a lot quicker, naturally. But you would think that doing duos is 2 times as quick as doing a solo. But honestly, solos are even slower than that. So I just don't think solos are worth doing, both in the context of consistency and efficiency and fun. It's just duos are better all around. 101 KC, Chasm Teleport Scrolls. I actually haven't seen these for a good bit. Oh, Forgotten Lockbox? Wait, no, I need a dossier. We get 14 O-Plate shards out of that, though. Good money. I'll take that. So as I'm working on another KC here, the previous one we just got a lockbox, and I got momentarily excited. Well, as always, there's always the potential of pulling an OP drop, as rare as that might be. But I got excited because I was thinking that it was actually a dossier. At this point in time, despite pulling the O-Plate chest and legs, we actually still don't have double death charge. Now, double death charge is guaranteed on your first dossier post 100 KC. So right now, as long as we get a dossier, we're pretty much guaranteed to get double death charge. 6 O-Plate shards. Printing shards, let's go. Ooh, Forgotten Lockbox. Still no dossier. What are we getting out of this, though? Dragon plate legs. We are currently on a whole nother day now, but we're still at Yama. We're over 100 KC now. In fact, I just finished a solo KC, 136 total KC now. That was a 514. It was a weird hybrid of using mage gear and melee gear here. The bulk of my KC has been duos. I mean, we started the first 23 KC with solos, but then we did mostly duos. Today, though, I can't seem to have a duo partner available, so right now I'm just soloing, and I'm working out some weird hybrid between the two attack styles. From my research, I've seen a lot of people exclusively mage solos, but it just feels like it takes so long. So right now, I'm just trying to find a happy medium of meleeing and maging. Ooh, a Forgotten Lockbox. Open it quick, I'm dying of poison. A Dragon Darts. That's pretty good, I suppose. Could have been an O-Plate piece, though. Yes, after the Forgotten Lockbox, next KC is the dossier, and unless we misread or misunderstood the wiki, surely this gives us, there it is, the right of vile transference. Let's go ahead and read that now. Upgrade death charge, yes sir. You study the scroll and upgrade an Arceus spell, death charge. So now when you use this, well, you will have double death charge. Very, very nice. Well, after the completion of Yama, well, technically speaking, what we need from Yama we have now. We've moved on to doing some TOA. Just as I pulled the double death charge, I got invited to a 6-man TOA lobby. I'm here on the Iron Man though, as well. I kind of want to just work towards KC on the Iron Man, but any purple splits are going to go on the main anyway, so it's all going to contribute to the Radiant O-Plate grind. Yeah, TOA is looking a lot different these days. You just IX spec a lot of things and then you end up shadowing them. Can't remember the last time I ran a 6-man TOA, but this is going to be a new PB for sure, like, without a doubt. It's kind of hard to see. There's like a lot of clutter on my screen, like between the potions and all the people and then the attack animations. Kind of crazy. No way I got MVP. It's just that easy. Okay, for next raid, I need to bank or only bring a 1-dose Divine Super Combat. Bring less prayer pots. So what we're gonna do here is simply just stand in the corner. Now we can go take a nap. Well, a little extra effort here. We're gonna ZCB spec. I can't wait for Baba. I want to see what Joe's reaction is because, like, the 2025 post-Doom of Mocha meta for doing the Baba room is stupid. So yeah, like, you know, this room you used to have to melee it, and maybe some Iron Men would bofa it. But now, he just maged this bad boy. Yeah, this is a joke. Oh my god, I can't believe we're about to get a shadow. Oh my god, look at all those PBs. We had everybody, not everybody, exaggeration, but we had like 2 to 3 people die. Oh, detached camera. Oh my god, no way there's a purple, right? Dude, there's no purple. Into another 6-man TLA. Here we go. Hopefully I don't plank at the beginning of Warden this time, shall we? You look visually off. Oh, goodbye, Hosen. You know what? It won't matter anyways. Oh no, we're gonna take damage. Scam game. Oh no, what is going on back there? I think we even just got hit by a banana peel and then the boulder. Okay, that was my last ambrosia dose there. Okay. Another new PB because this time we only lost 1 member towards the end there. Surely a purple. Surely a purple. Surely... What? 3rd raid this session with the same group of 6? Three ZCB specs off rip, fantastic. You know, I was just thinking everybody's about to be alive. Never mind. Another new PB. 1820. I think a whole minute quicker. Surely a purple this time, right? Surely? What? Sheesh. Not a new PB this time, unfortunately, but surely a purple, right? Surely a purple. Yes, a purple! Oh, I thought it was mine for a second. But, come on, pull a shadow, pull a shadow. Pull a shadow, please, I need GP. Please. Okay, how much is that worth? How much is the fang worth? Osmumptum's Fang. Free for all, by the way. Actually, depending on how much it's worth, I really don't care. Well, that's going to do it